everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the SIGWEIS night vision binoculars, and I gotta say, these are definitely a really affordable option, so let's check them out. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I got these to check out. These were one of the more affordable big night vision binoculars, and I like the big wide ones because you really get a good view with them, and I wanted to check them out. I would consider them a high value budget set of night vision binoculars. Now again, these are digital night vision binoculars. These are not, what you would consider what the military uses or something. However, for a budget minded person, this is an excellent option. And especially as preppers, we like to know what's going on around us. If you're in a situation where it's potentially dark outside and there's trouble in your neighborhood, you want to be able to see what's going on. It does have the 850 nanometer IR illuminator, so your illuminator won't stand out as much, but yes, anybody using regular night vision or even a cell phone camera is going to see that little tiny red dot from your IR illuminator. So let's open up the box and take a look at what's inside really quickly here. I do like the case it comes in. It comes with another case inside, so we'll show you that. But I actually can think of another use for this, for my ham radio stuff. Alright, so quickly off top here, you're going to get your instruction manuals and quick start guides. Okay, so there's that and that. You use a manual and quick start guide. The quick guide's good for people who don't want to sit and read through the whole manual. Put your batteries in, run it, do that, boom, you're ready to go. Like that part. You do have a thank you card from the company, cleaning cloth, a USB cable for transfer of data, if I can get it out of there, which I've already used, works very, very well. There's nothing to install, plug it in, it works. And the other case I was telling you about. So if you don't want to carry this big hard case around, you've got this nice little soft case. And these will fit into most generally sized binoculars cases as well. That's an awfully big case for this unit, but nice to have it. Let's open up the main body of it here. You do have a protective cover over the top. There we go. And you have your night vision. It did come with a SD card, 32 gig a high-speed SD card, which I have put in the unit, and a nice lens cleaning pen. If you've never used one of these, trust me, they're very, very handy to use. You don't get anything all over your lens, and it cleans off very, very nicely. You just simply push it out. So that's kind of a nice touch. And the unit itself. Now let's pop the unit out here, and we'll give you a quick look at it. I'm going to move the box away so you can see the unit itself. So this is the unit. It is a larger unit. It's not a tiny little unit. You can see this is your IR illuminator and this is your lens. I know when people see these, they tend to think that it's a dual lens type situation. It isn't. One is your IR illuminator and one is your lens. So it uses 6 AA batteries, and those are installed on the bottom here. You're going to simply pop this open, and there are your batteries. And I just put some regular cheap regular batteries in there, some energizers. You can put rechargeables in there if you want. I know some people are probably going, I'm not putting that in there right. There we go. So I want the internal battery to be rechargeable. The problem with that is when that internal battery dies, sometimes that means your unit's shot. So you do have a place to put a tripod. You can mount a tripod on it. On the side over here is all of where the magic happens. You put your SD card in there, and this is your USB. This is not a charging USB. This is just to transfer data, like we said. One of the things I noticed that I was not too crazy about is the fact that it has these shiny little areas here. I kind of like everything flat black. I'm not a big fan of black to begin with as far as camo in the desert, because black stands out in a desert environment very, very much. But that's how that comes, that's just how it is. But I would have liked it if they had not made it shiny. But other than that, so far, I'm really liking the unit. It really seems to do a decent job. So let's go over the buttons really quick. Up here, you have your IR up and down, as well as your magnification. It is a digital magnification. It is not not a manual magnification. You have your menu button here, so you can go through the menu on the screen. On and off, your mode, if you want to go into camera mode or what was it? I was going to say movie mode. Can't think this morning. And your thing to start and stop your camera, basically your shot. So if you're going to take a picture, you push it once. If you're going to take a movie, you push it once again. To turn it on, you're just going to simply press and hold, and you'll see the screen come on there. And actually, I like the fact that this is kind of showing up as a bigger screen. When I showed these on camera before, sometimes it looks like a very tiny screen, even though this is a magnified lens in the front here. So that little tiny screen will show, you know, a whole lot bigger when you hold this up to your face. See, if you go here, you see how small that looks. But if you come back, you see that looks like a big, big screen. So that's the unit right there on the outside of it. Very simple to use. It will allow you to view objects in day and night, which I like about this. If you pick up a pair of Gen 3 night vision goggles, or Gen 1 or whatever, and you go out in the daylight, you're either going to have to cover up your lens very, very well with a tiny little pinhole in the middle, or you're going to ruin your tube, your intensifier tube. So with the digital night vision, you can do that without worrying about it. No problems at all. You go in the daylight or night. So quickly, I'm going to take this outside, and there's not going to be any audio on this track because there's no audio on this, and we're going to record a little daytime vision. And a couple nights ago, I recorded the nighttime vision, which we'll show you later. So let's get a daytime look with this. So you can see how clear and nice that looks in daytime, and it is fairly clear at night too with the IR illuminators on. I was really impressed with how well it picked up light, and even though I shined it at night on a house with house porch lights on, it didn't bloom it out and wipe it all out. So that was pretty good too. But I do like the view on it. You have viewing out to 980 feet with the zoom, and you have 16 hours of use, continuous use, or up to 8 hours with the IR illuminator on. So that's a long, long time for those batteries. And like I said, it's not an internal rechargeable battery, but in some cases, I like being able to just switch out the batteries, put in new ones, and be good to go. I don't have to worry about, oh, now I gotta charge it for 8 hours, you know? I can just plug in new batteries and I'm ready to go. Now, I do like the screen. Like I said, it's a 2.31-inch LCD screen. It looks very, very small when you first look at it from up close. But with the magnifier in the front, you can see how big. Let me get that there. You can see how big that looks. So it is a very nice screen. And again, this is zoomed in and I'm right up against my wall there, so you're not going to see anything through it all that worthwhile. But you get the idea. So with this up against your eyes, you know, with this piece here, you will be able to see like a full screen panoramic type thing. Even though it's a very small screen, the magnification on the end really does bring it out and make it look really, really nice. And it is a really nice picture. You saw from the daytime video, that was really impressive. So, you can do photos and video with it. It did come with a nice 32 gig storage card, and I'm really impressed with the quality of the build. I mean, it's a nice looking, it is plastic, but it doesn't feel cheap. You know, it feels good in your hands. You can grip everything right where you need to grip it. All the controls are right there, ready to go wherever you need them. And I like that. I like that fact. This is your far and near focus, okay? So if you want to go a little closer, you can do that, or back off a little bit. And then this is your digital zoom in and out, as well as your IR up and down. So definitely a cool little control system, easy to use, everything. You can attach a lanyard if you want. Mine didn't come with one. I believe they do have neck straps in them, but mine just didn't come with one. I don't know. I'm not sure why it didn't, but Lord knows I could make one out of paracord in about 10 minutes. So really not a big deal there. So let's check out what it looks like at night. This was a couple nights ago that I shot this video. And we'll see if we like it. So I gotta say, for an inexpensive set of night vision goggles, That's pretty impressive. I really, really like the at long distances. This does very, very well. You saw towards the end there when I was focusing on the mountains, you could make out all the different levels there and all the detail of the mountains. Having houses with porch lights on doesn't really show it off as well, and that's kind of why I always go up that palm tree so you can see what it looks like just staring straight up into darkness against the palm tree. So I definitely like it. I do like the fact that you've got all the 7 levels of IR. So if you don't want a very intense bright light, you can bring it down a little bit. Now I mentioned the IR illuminator, okay? This part here. I want to show you what it looks like. We're going to turn off all the lights in here, and we're going to record on this camera, and I want to show you what it would look like to, say, the enemy or somebody spotting you or whatever. So let's get that done, and I'll show you how bright it is, and just let you kind of decide if you think it's too bright for you or it's perfect. All right, so my camera's having a little hard time focusing in the dark, but I don't know if you can see my finger. I'm covering it up, and I'm uncovering it. That's the IR light that you're going to see, okay? I want people to understand that these are not completely still. Now that is at its highest level, but that little light there that you're seeing there, that my finger keeps going over, that's the IR light. So if you're 200 or 300 yards away, yeah, it may not be that bright. It may be mistaken as something else. You know, it could be mistaken as a home security camera system or whatever. But still, it will let you be seen. And also, too, now I've covered up the back of the unit because the back has the TV screen that's kind of putting out light, too. But I've covered that up with paper so you can really see the IR light. So you have to understand there are some limitations with digital night vision. All right, let's finish up, get back on the table, and I'll give you my final thoughts on it and the price. All right, we're back on the table. Now, just for reference, this is how I had it set up. I haven't moved anything from when I had my camera back a few feet. And you can still see that little glow of the IR, even in all the light that's in here now. So it's a consideration. It's something to think about. So just want to let you guys know when you're using digital night vision or Gen 1 or Gen 2 Plus or stuff like that, you're still going to have an IR illuminator, and chances are you're not going to be completely invisible. However, it's a handy little unit, and for what you could use it for say a home kind of security watch, seeing what's going on your property during some kind of unrest or whatever, still comes in handy and still a very viable unit. The price on these, this is where the deal is pretty good. These are $157. Now normally digital night vision is a whole lot more expensive. So for $157 you're getting the kit, everything in it, the unit. You will have to provide your own batteries, of course. And you know, I'd mentioned the batteries before, and one of the things that I was thinking was, you know, if you really wanted to use rechargeables, you could carry 12 of them. 6 in the unit, 6 in your pocket. When you got to switch them out, you got a solar charger, you can charge it up, and you got your new batteries in there. So yeah, you could probably still use a rechargeable type battery. You just wouldn't be using the rechargeable that would be inside this unit itself, because there isn't one. You have to provide your own batteries. Not really a deal breaker for me at all. So I feel they're very well constructed. Feels good in the hand, fits perfectly. The controls are very well thought out. I know some of the other units I kind of had to teach myself. Oh no, this isn't the on button, this is. This is your, you know, you have to learn them. This is all very intuitive to me. I like the fact that I can just push here up and down, and I can switch modes. I can take my shot or video just by pushing one button. There's not a separate button for video and a separate button for a picture. So I ended up taking a lot of stupid pictures for no reason. And I just like the way it's laid out. It feels like a very comfortable, easy to use unit. So that is the SIGWEIS night vision binoculars, $157. Can't beat that for, you know, digital night vision of this quality. There are some cheap little $99 units that are single little binoculars. You won't get anywhere near the picture quality out of it. So I'm pretty pleased with it so far. Now the product dimensions, 7.85 inches by 5.6 inches by 2.35 inches thickness. Weighs about 2.86 pounds, so no, this isn't super ultra lightweight. You know, it's going to have some weight to it. And it is IP56 waterproof, so it makes it very camp and hunt friendly. Makes it very emergency preparedness friendly as well. You have a 3x optical and a 4x digital zoom, plus a wide angle lens in front here for viewing out to 980 feet. And as we saw at night, you could see all the way out to the mountains way back there, probably 4 or 5 miles away from my house. So it's definitely a neat little system. So anyway, folks, I will leave a link down below if you're interested in getting more information on this or picking one up. It'll be down there in my Amazon store. Don't forget to check out my Amazon affiliate store. That is listed below that. Underneath that is our freeze-dried wholesalers link. He is making sure you guys get that discount. You click my link, you save 15%. If you just go to freeze-dried wholesalers or search for it, you're not going to get the same discount. We have had some people do that, and unfortunately they didn't get the discount. So you always want to make sure you're clicking that link if you want to save 15% on any of the freeze-dried food that he offers. And he has such a wide range. I mean, from desserts to filet mignon to pot roast to any kind of vegetable you can imagine. He has everything. We're also going to be introducing more and more of the breads, the freeze-dried breads, and I showed you how I hydrated that, with a steamer. So we're going to be introducing some more of those too coming up soon. So don't forget to check out Freeze Dry Wholesalers and click the link to save 15%. We have my Patriot Supply link down below. That's preparewithiridium.com. Preparewithiridium.com, and sales are already starting off strong on that one this month. It's only the 5th, or what is it, 6th today. And it's just amazing to me how many people are picking up food from them. So I'm glad to see people preparing. I'm glad to see it. You folks are going to be ahead of everybody else when everybody else is panicking and running to the store last minute. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store below that one. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Check out the goggles. Stay safe and stay prepared.